What's going on, everyone? So Los Angeles Lakers got absolutely ran through by the Phoenix Suns, and the Lakers have been very consistent about being inconsistent, right? Lakers, win three straight, lose one, then all of a sudden they lose three straight, and then next thing you know, they win six straight. Now they're on another three-game losing streak, and the Lakers now have a back-to-back against the San Antonio Spurs. Now, the Lakers are on a back-to-back, but so are the Spurs. Both teams played yesterday. However, the Lakers have lost. Lakers have now played three teams, I believe it is, on the second game of a back-to-back, and have lost all of them. Every time the Lakers play a team on a back-to-back, they lose. So, based on that record this season, Lakers might end up losing. And it's a shorter turnaround than usual, right? Because this game's at 5:30 p.m., as opposed to like 7:30, where, usually the first game's at 7, the second game's at 7, right? No, this game's at 5:30, and you're on the road where the Lakers have not been very good on the road, and you're playing a San Antonio Spurs team who have been very good this season. Yes, the Lakers already beat them once, but look, this isn't the same San Antonio team. This is a very different San Antonio team, and they're on a 4-game winning streak, and they're at home, and Wemby has been great. And this just kind of feels like a game where the ship just keeps sinking, right? And guys have just not been consistent. Again, Austin Reeves, right? You look at his stat line, like, oh man, the guy, looked good. He had 2 straight good games, against the Suns and the Denver Nuggets, right? But if you actually watch the games, it was really tale of two halves. It was good first halves both times, rather than a consistent level of play. Everyone else has just basically been unplayable, inconsistent, right? We keep hearing about like, oh, this team isn't showing up, right? This team isn't coming with the effort and energy. I don't know if that's what it is. I just think there's a real possibility that this team it's just who they are. They're just not good enough, right? I mean, I even made a video diving into it earlier today, so I don't want to go too much into it. But again, it's like, Austin Reeves is incredibly inconsistent. D'Angelo Russell has essentially been phased out, and unless he is shooting the lights out, unplayable, because he doesn't give you anything else. Doesn't have athleticism. Doesn't give you defense, right? You don't need his playmaking the way you have in previous seasons, right? Like, so if he's not shooting lights out, it's just, you don't really need him on the basketball court. Rui Hachimura has been, he's been inconsistent. He has had his struggles. I mean, the guy played 23 minutes, and he's 6'8" and gave you 1 rebound. Right? Obviously, struggled shooting the basketball, 3 of 8, 1 of 4. But 1 rebound? Really? 1 rebound. I mean, it's crazy. Right? Like, that's the case. I mean, D'Lo gave you more rebounds than Rui Hachimura. Connect had 4. Reeves had 3. Right? Like, it's crazy. Gabe Vincent had 2. Our worst player, by every metric this season, had more rebounds than our 6'8" forward. Right? San Antonio will beat us. If we don't go in there and we don't handle business and we don't play the right way and do the things that we need to do, they will beat us. It's not a question of no, they'll run through us. Wemby, again, has been fantastic. Devin Vassell is expected to be back for that game, of course, right? Like, you play the Lakers, guess what? You're coming back. And they decided to rest him for the Utah game and play him against the Lakers. So, not only that, now you're going to get their best scorer back, right? So, now you're going to have to deal with Wemby and just the production that he's been giving the last, handful of games. And then you got to deal with, Chris Paul and the way that he impacts the game, and, guys like Champagnie who were really good against us last time, and he's having a really good season. It's just, I mean, you can see these things start going pretty quickly. Start going down fast pretty quickly here. And we really need the Lakers to show up and deliver. We really need the Lakers to kind of right the ship here a little bit, right? It would be nice to kind of get back to winning some games here, right? And, look, if that's what we have to deal with this season until we're able to pull off a trade where it's just like, okay, we win 3 games, we lose 3 games. We win 3 games, we lose 3 games. Okay, fine, because at least we were 6 games over 500, so Hopefully, when it's all said and done, that's kind of the same thing, right? Like, but you look at this and it's like, okay, you got the Spurs. If you can handle business against the Spurs, then you get a day off and then you play the Thunder, right? Okay, Thunder could be tough, although you're at home. And I actually like the Thunder matchup. I think it's a good matchup for the Lakers, right? We'll see if that actually ends up being the case. But then after that, you get into December. And you actually have a much easier stretch. You got the Jazz, which should be a W. Timberwolves, they're a sinking ship. You got Miami, who you should be able to beat. Atlanta, who you should be able to beat. Blazers, who you should be able to beat. You play the Kings twice in a row on the road in Sacramento. Now, you do have a day in between, but still, like, that's really weird, whoever did the scheduling. And then you play Sacramento again December 28th. You literally play Sacramento 3 times in December. So you should win at least one, if not 2 of those. And then you got, like, Detroit, who you should beat, right? Like, the only games that, like, you look at and you go, all right, Lakers probably you can count as an L is the Cavs, right? And then 1, if not 2 of the Kings games. Let's say 2 of them, right? Say 2 Kings games. Say the 2 road games, right? And then maybe the Warriors. But that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should go 8-3 during that stretch. Like, I don't see why you can't. All right, maybe go on another streak. So if you can close this month strong, that would be beautiful. You know, like, get back to, like, hey, let's rattle off a couple wins here, rattle off a couple games here. It's so frustrating watching this team play. And it's how unserious they are at times and how inconsistent they are at times. And again, I don't think it's anything like, oh, well, they just, you know, they don't show up. Or I think that they are. I just don't think that they're good enough. Like, genuinely, I think that's what it is. I just think that they're not good enough. I don't think that they're a good enough basketball team. I don't think that they have the pieces and the athleticism and the versatility and all that, right? Particularly defensively. Offensively, we've been great. We're like top, I think we're 4th or something, 4th, 5th. Might be 5th now after the last game, but, you know, we're up there. We're at, you know, top 7, right? In offense. Defensively, we're like 27th. Terrible defensively, right? You don't have that balance. But the thing is, we don't have the players to be good defensively. We don't have the pieces that can come in, kind of fill that, right? Like, and even JJ Redick talked about it, right? Part of it is a personnel issue. And the thing is, like, you throw a defensive set, right? Like, because it's like, okay, well, why are they 2 outs? Because they're making the adjustment at halftime. And the problem is, we can't make adjustments defensively because we don't have the personnel to do so. That's why JJ Redick's saying, like, we don't have the personnel. You know, we have a defensive scheme. We have a defensive game plan. It's working. It's looking good. We're heading in there. We're winning. Things are great. And then they go in the half and they go, okay, well, now let's attack them this way. And then we can't make the adjustments because we don't have the players to go, okay, well, let's play defense this way now. Okay, well, let's play defense this way. Let's play the defense this way. We don't have that. It doesn't exist for the Lakers. And that's where the dilemma lies. And I don't see that changing. I don't see that getting fixed. I don't see that getting resolved. I don't think this team is good enough, right? But you have to win the games you're supposed to, right? So you got to win this game. This is a game that you're supposed to win. And you need to handle business and make sure you win it. You need to get this W. You win this, okay, you at least started to right the ship a little bit, going to that Thunder game, right? And maybe you can get off to a good start, right? Because, look, the Lakers right now are tied with Phoenix at 10-7 for 5th place. They are half a game out of 4th, right? They're 2 games out of 2nd, right? So they're in range. But they're also only half a game back of being in 10th. If the Lakers lose to San Antonio, they are the 10th seed. The Lakers, one loss could put them in 10th. and now you're a playing team again. When we were, 5 days ago, half a game out of first place. It's a big difference, a big jump, big leap. Can't mess around here. Got to go in here. You got to handle business. You're on the road. You haven't been good on the road. San Antonio, they're on a win streak. They're looking good. They're feeling good. Right? They got themselves together. You got to be the team that comes out of that game ahead. You got to be the team that ends up figuring it out. You got to. Have no choice. Can't mess around. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Do you think that, yes, you have to get this W? Can't play. You don't have the room for error. Again, you're in the Western Conference. People told me, it was just a game in Orlando, right? Oh, the Orlando game, it's just a game. It's fine. You're overreacting, this, that, and the other. Well, now look. It's not just one game. Because if you win that game, you're not on a 3-game losing streak. You're not half a game out of 10th, right? It changes everything. You cannot blow games like you did. But again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it either way. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.